Okay, hi, welcome to another Yugioh deck profile. I know it's been a while since I last did one, but I've been dealing with other stuff. So this is going to be for my CC card Lightsworn deck, and I really like it just from the different combos you can get from it, so we'll just get straight into it. So Lightsworn portion, 3 Lumina, kind of a staple for any Lightsworn deck. 3 Raiden, because again it's like a staple, you just get extra mills into the for your plays and just seeing what you can get from it. And then 2 Wolves and 1 Felice. I like to go for this portion because Felice does have the additional options of being able to pop stuff and then just getting those extra mills if you want to. I mean, Wolf is good for an extra monster to summon out if you need to. Double Minerva, the mini one anyway. Again, just useful for the extra mill that you want to do. And then just 1-offs for the rest of them. 1 Lila, 1 Gareth, and 1 Twilight Raikou. And then that's all of the main Lightsworns in the deck. And then, because we run Lightsworns, we are running 2 JDs. So, I mean, we could run 3 in this, but we generally just don't need it most of the time. 2 is enough. And then we have the 2 Eclipse Wyverns, so that you can get them safely out of the deck, so that you don't accidentally mill it by mistake. And then that's it for the Lightsworn portion. For the extra ones, we have the triple Fairy Tail Snow, as you normally do, just because you have excellent utility for her in this deck. And then 1 Giant Rex to go with her for link plays or for XYZs. And then the Predator Plant section, which is just the 3 Lone Fires, then the 3 Predator Plant Scorpio, and the 1 Darling Cobra, and then obviously this is just dead in the hand if you draw it, you don't particularly want that. Then the zombie portion, we have 2 Shirinui Solitaire, and then 1 Spirit Master, because it's got a good graveyard recycling effect as well as a good effect when it's banished, of destroying a face-up card. Triple Yina Zombie, just for getting stuff into the graveyard a lot easier. And then 3 Mizuki, just to summon stuff back out. And then we also run the Clownblade engine, because it's useful when having both of these in the graveyard. Just for any additional plays, it's always been a useful little engine. And then since Grass is banned in the TCG, I replaced those in my my left arm offerings with just hand traps of Ghost Ogre and Ghost Reaper, because she's useful in certain times, but you can easily replace these with Ash Blossoms if you have them. And then we do run the Gemini engine, so we have the 1 Garnet for that. And that does it for the monsters. And then for the spells, triple Solar Recharge. You need to draw power, what can you say? 3 Charge of the Light Brigade. It's a Searcher, and it's not once a turn, so you can just get away with it easily. And then we run, if I can get one, we run 2 Brilliant Fusions. People might be saying, why do you only run 2 when most people just go for 3? If you draw the Garnet, it means you have 1 less card that's dead in the deck. So I found ways of just having this, and then I've also had like 2 left arm offerings previously, so I had space for 1 other card to be useful in the deck if needs be. So I think 2 is just a decent amount. I mean, there are certain consistency things with that, but it's just additional things. This is the thing with the deck, you've got a ton of options of what you can do. 2 Gold Sark. Your main target is the Giant Rex in order to special summon it for your XYZ or Link plays. Double Desires, because we can afford to banish the stuff in the deck, because we've got a lot of, like I said, just a lot of resources that we can go with. And then 1-offs for the rest of them. Dark Hole, Raigeki, Foolish Burial, and Monster Reborn, because they're all just useful in their own rights. And that does it for the main deck. No traps or anything, as you do with those sort of decks. For the side deck, side deck, we have 3 Denko Sekka, because it doesn't affect us that much, and obviously there are certain decks that do run traps that could be deadly against us, like if your opponent is running a Solemn Brigade or something, that's useful. Triple Hanawata to stop Trickstars from killing you. And then a sort of a spicy tech of mine, which I have. Secret Village of the Spellcasters and Pseudospace, along with 2 Terraformings and a set rotation. So we do have a lot of spellcasters in the deck, so I figured that this can have benefits for us. Because if you have like the Fairy Tail Snow on board and you have the Secret Village, then you essentially just lock your opponent out of any spell cards, which basically just makes Sky Striker players cry. And then just having any means of being able to get them out, so we have the 2 Terraformers just to get this, and then the set rotation if we need to use it with the Pseudospace. And then triple Mind Control, which is useful for anything, for stealing stuff for, like I said, Synchros, XYZs, or Link plays. And it's useful also with the Nightmare engine because, well, against the Nightmare engine, I should say, because with Goblin gone, we can target stuff again, so we can just snatch something away and then just go ahead and link away with whatever we want to link with. And then that's the side deck for that. And then for the extra deck, the one Seraphonite, because we do run the Gem Knight stuff. Black Rose for field clearance if we need it, which did actually help me against a Sideburst player one time. One Michael, because it's a good banishing effect. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, because it's a good potential game changer. The one Omega, because it's Omega. Then XYZs, we got the Utopia package. I run Utopia and then Prime and Lightning, because I want to try and utilise Utopia as much as possible whenever it's summoned. The one Buguzka, because it does interrupt play sometimes. One Exalted Minerva, because, you know, she's drawing and destruction effects, so what can go wrong with that? And then for links, one Lanforophancus, or however you pronounce it. This was replacing the Invoker before it got banned, because I was running the that sort of play and then running it with Mrs. Radiant. I still keep Mrs. Radiant just because we do have enough Earths to use if we want to summon her, if needs be. One Underclock Taker is good for decreasing attacks if needs be. One Curious, because it's another Lightsworn name, but we can get more mills. And then lastly, the one Yugioh, but you can run any Link 4 monster, because they're all pretty broken at this point in time, whether it's this Borreload, Borreguard, or Firewall Dragon, but, you know, I think this one works best because you've got many options with the different names in the decks. And then that is it for my Lightsworn deck profile. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I shall catch you next time for whatever it is that I do next. So long, take care.